Yeah, going really well. Took me probably an hour to settle in properly with the boys, so no, it's been really good so far.
Why Carlton?
There's quite a few decisions that I've made over the journey. So number one, David Teague, my old former coach at Adelaide, he had a big impact on my decision. Also, I feel the direction of the club. You see the boys that signed on after a pretty poor year last year with Crippo, Murph and a few others signed on long-term deals. There's obviously belief in them and the coaching staff going forward that they're going in the right direction. So
Close to David Teague, that suggests you're going to be starting up forward?
I hope so, yeah. No, we got on very well at Adelaide, so fingers crossed I can start up forward, but if not, so it's all good.
Have you had the chats with Charlie Curnow and Harry Mackay about building a special relationship down there? It's not many teams that we see with three big forwards.
Yeah, I've been trying to butter them up, telling them that they're the best centre forwards in the game and I'm the best full forward, so everyone trying to jump back at me to get in that goal square, but no, it's been good. They're awesome young lads, and as you know, we've got a young list, so there's a lot of upside there, and especially for us tall forwards, we've got a lot of tall timber down there with a lot of talent, so it's very exciting for me and the footy club going forward.
We talk about the direction of Carlton versus the direction of Adelaide. We've spoken about a lot in the trade period. What was it about that particularly that, I guess, turned you off Adelaide and wanting to seek a move elsewhere?
Yeah, it's a difficult question to sort of answer from where I'm sitting here. Obviously, I don't want to say what's going on behind the scenes for Adelaide, and obviously the direction wasn't a part of the talent or the footy ability of the group. For me, it was more outside of those four walls, and that's something, it's personal to me, and I'm at this stage not willing to sort of speak about that, if that's all right. Yeah.
Disappointed to be Malcolm Blight, I think, accused you of being quite mercenary in the move. Was that disappointing for you?
Yeah, it hit a heartstring for me, and not just me, just family as well. There was a lot going on personally, so it's difficult. You can't really say much, you can't bite back at it, but the only thing I can do now is look forward. And here at a great footy club at Carlton, I'm extremely excited and rapt to be here, and just really can't wait for round one to actually put my foot down and show them why I did it.
How strong were offers from the WA clubs, and did you come close to signing with one of those two?
Yeah, very close. Obviously, Jezza back there. It was a dream of us two to play in the same team at the highest level. We got pretty close on that side, but ended up here, and I think I made the right decision.
So you're closer to West Coast than Freo?
There was both teams were interested, but I couldn't say if I was closer to one or the other, but there was definitely interest.
Personally, what do you want to get out of next season on the back of sort of an injury interrupted?
Yeah, pretty much you just nailed it. Injury interrupted season, pretty much 2 seasons. To stay out in the park all 23 games is my aim, and also just to help the young boys. I said we've got a lot of young talent, especially in the tall forward department. So anything I can do to help them during the year, is probably my main goals.
There's not too many sort of bustling key forwards that play out of the goal square left in the comp. Mitch, are you confident that that's where you want to dominate footy for Carlton? Because you've played there for Adelaide, you've played up the green a bit, you've got used as a swingman, I think, late this season. Do you want to be that pack bursting, leaping, jumping full forward?
Yeah, I've been thrown around a bit, like I said, at Adelaide. In the forward line is where I'm most comfortable. Whether that is centre forward or full forward, or even playing as a smaller forward under the big boys' feet, it doesn't really faze me too much. With the new starting positions, can have a bit of an impact on different players. So hopefully I would find myself there in some parts of the game, but I'm more than comfortable to find myself higher up the ground and watch Charlie and H dominate.
Are you comfortable with the swingman, or do you want to lock down the position with the continuity of either end of the field?
No, I'm more than comfortable with anything. Whatever position Bolts and the boys need me to play, I'm more than happy to put my head down and do it. But like I said, I'm most comfortable up forward. In saying that though, I did play last round against Carlton down back, so it wasn't too bad. But chasing tails probably not the best thing. But
How does the prospect of 90,000 at the G round one sound?
yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted to come across to Carlton. Round one is the thing I'm looking forward to the most. I can't really explain my excitement for round one and how big it's going to be. I don't really want to play it up too much in my head, so I can actually get there and get the real excitement of the game itself. But yeah, I'm stoked and can't wait to be playing in front of tens of thousands Blue Bagger fans.
What did you take out of your brother winning the flag and sort of watching him go through that experience?
He hasn't, from the grand final experience, obviously it's a different one from him. I missed my opportunity last year, and the eve of the grand final, we weren't too sure if Jez was going to pull up for the game, so it was quite a scary few days for me, thinking that he's going to go through the exact same thing I went through the year before. So it was a bit daunting on that side, but to see his perseverance to get through what he'd been through and to end up on the other side and have a big impact in the game was pretty special. So yeah, it was very heartwarming for me to see him win on the day, but there's a lot of I don't know, burning blood inside that he got that opportunity and he ended up winning it. So gives me that drive to try to help this footy club get there.
How quickly do you think this club can achieve success finals with the young list they've got?
Well, personally, I think it's extremely fast. You look at the age of the list, and with the trades that we brought in with Solo, Newman and Setterfield, we can actually add a bit more depth to the team. And I know that Carlton had a bit of a horror run last year with injuries, so I know if we get all the players in the park and have a full list to choose from every week, I know we'll be very competitive. And as you've seen in the seasons, they're pretty even this year, as we saw with Bulldogs a few years ago. Even Collingwood this year, anything can happen. And with this list and with my confidence in the coaching staff, I think we're a good chance. We're heading in the right direction.
We touched on that external noise during the trade period. Did that make you second guess yourself what you were doing at the time, and does it add any more expectation or any more pressure on you now that you have made the move?
No, not at all. There's a lot of noise going on, especially while you're playing footy as well. So when it was I guess we finished up in the trade period, there was a lot of like external media and stuff said about me, and yeah, you have a glance and you have a read, but you try not to take anything personal. I did say like that comment that one of the reporters made obviously hit my family pretty hard, but personally it's more about putting your head down, doing the work and actually proving yourself and others. So
How much did it cut you not to make the grand final team? It seemed it was touch and go, and it seems like you feel like you were perhaps good to go.
yeah, no, that one hurt me a bit. It's not very often you get the opportunity to play in a grand final. So yeah, that one hurt me quite a bit. And as I said, there's a bit of jealousy knowing that Jezza got to play in one and actually win one. So that burnt me for a while. But from now, I'm pretty sure I've sort of moved on from that. But
Did that play just a small part in your decision making?
there was areas of it. Yeah, definitely.
How is the foot? What's your training status at the moment?
Yeah, minimal status at the moment. So still in the sort of rehab training from ankle surgery over the off season. So building into a bit more conditioning and footy skills in the next couple of weeks.
When do you think you'll be training fully up post Christmas, or?
I actually don't know the timeline. I haven't been given a date. So
You obviously be excited to sit down with someone like an Andrew Russell. And
yeah,
work that out.
I think the best thing for this footy club and for me going forward, and it was a good part of, I guess, the decision that I made, knowing that Andrew Russell's on board, which you speak to anyone in the game that's worked with him, speak of him so highly of what he does. So for me to have the opportunity to work with him and the footy club to work with him is it's definitely great for the footy club and the boys going forward.
You had the misfortune to deal with some major issues, I guess, hamstrings and ankles and whatnot. Did it concern you how that was handled at the time?
No, not at all. The footy club and all the department at Adelaide handled like the way I would have thought a professional football club would have. And it's probably hard to sort of judge anything. I don't really have anything to criticise or judge it on. So, no, I think they did all they could and all that I could.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.